So, hello guys, welcome to Insane Curiosity. On this channel today, for the first time, we're gonna go live and we are gonna watch the alignment together. Please let us know in the comments, in the chat, if you can hear us properly. Otherwise, we're gonna try to make things right. We've been trying for the past 30 minutes. Now everything seems to work and we are ready. As you might be able to see on the screen, we are in Illinois, and it's basically right after sunset, and something is gonna happen tonight. So if you're watching from the States, please stay tuned to get to know what you will be able to see. So as you can see here, I have an app called Stellarium. Stellarium allows you to see the position of planets in the sky at any time you want. So we can go in the past, we can go in the future, and what we see in front of us is the east and the south directions, and a lot of stars and planets as well. This is an unusual sight because not at all times in the year we are able to see such a huge number of planets in front of us in the sky at the same time. So starting from the left, we can see Mars, Jupiter, then there is Uranus, just like a small dot in the sky. Then we have Venus and Saturn. Hidden somewhere between Venus and Saturn, there's also Neptune. Maybe we can look for it and I can show you that I'm not lying to you. We can zoom in and you see Venus and the moon, and just behind the moon, very far away, there is a blue dot. That blue dot is Neptune with his moons. So why is that today, or I mean later for you, we will be able to see such a parade of planets in the sky? The reason is very simple, and I can show you right away. In order to do this, we can move to the NASA website. This is the Jet Propulsion Laboratory website, and here it's showcased the whole solar system with also spacecraft that are orbiting all kinds of planets. So if I go here on this page, what we can actually see is that on today's date, this is the situation. This is how the solar system looks like. So as you are able to guess, we are here on this blue circle, which is not really a circle, but it's an ellipse. And this is our privileged position today. We're looking at the sky from this position. And what we see is, if we zoom out, we can see even more planets. What we can actually notice is that if we trace two lines, one line that connects the Earth with Mars and another line that connects the Earth to Uranus, well, within this line we are including also Jupiter, for example. Not only that, if we extend this cone to also reach Saturn on the other side, we can actually realize how, from our privileged position on Earth, tonight we will be able to see Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, and Saturn. Is there a reason why we cannot see Mercury, for example? Well, it's actually easy to grasp if we look at it. That's just because Mercury is kind of behind us. So our line of sight, our cone within which we look at the universe, doesn't include Mercury tonight. So that's why we are able to see Saturn, Neptune, we are able to see Uranus and Jupiter and Mars, but Mercury is out of sight. So from this picture, and we can zoom out a little bit more to get a grasp on how huge the solar system actually is. From this picture, we can easily see that planets are not really aligned in reality. In the three-dimensional space, they are quite in a random kind of position. They are just orbiting. They are exactly where they are supposed to be. But what it looks like to us is an alignment. It results in an alignment. And this is because we are living on a world that is spherical. And so we now can appreciate much better what's in on the other app, Stellarium, which I go back to now in a second. Yes, this is Stellarium, and again we can see, let me just refresh this page. We can go again to Illinois. This is our favorite location of the day. We can go to the 1st of February, but we can go after sunset to appreciate the planet parade in the sky. So again, what we are able to see is Mars on the left, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn, which was exactly, if you remember, the same thing we saw on the JPL website. So I'm just gonna let you appreciate the moment and just look at Stellarium, think about any questions that you guys might have, and we're gonna get back to you soon. In the meantime, enjoy the night sky, and be sure to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, share this link with anyone else, and I'll see you soon. So, hello everyone, hello again, and just for those of you who joined us, a quick review of what we are doing. We are watching how the sky will look like tonight from Illinois. On the left side of your screen, which showcases a very cool night sky, you can see Mars, then you can see Jupiter in the center, in the middle, and on the right side you will be able to see Venus and Saturn. But these are not the only planets that are visible from Illinois tonight. You can also see Uranus just right of Jupiter, and hidden somewhere around close to the moon there will be Neptune. Let me show you. Let's go again close to the moon. Actually we can just look for Neptune here on our bar search, on our search bar. This is by the way an app called Stellarium, and I strongly advise you to use it. It's available also for free as a web application. So here, if we zoom in and we zoom in, we can see Neptune. It's blue, as we all know, and it has some moons orbiting around it. So yes, this is an alignment. It's an alignment of planets due to the fact that we are privileged observers from the Earth, and this is what we see. This is our universe is offering us tonight. So why don't we take a look to each planet? Let's start from Mars. Here it is. This is the first planet of the parade, and why don't we take a closer look, actually? So Mars is amazingly red, we all know that, and this is what it looks like if you have a powerful telescope to resolve even the littlest details. For example, what about this? We all know Mars is red, but what are these white spots? Do you guys have any idea? Please let us know in the comments or in the chat. What do you think those are, actually? Oh well, nice answer, Kendra. Kendra got it right. That's ice. That's snow on Mars. Can you believe it? And let me tell you something more. That's not just the North Pole of Mars has ice, but also the South Pole of Mars. It's basically just like Earth. That's the same kind of situation. But do you guys also notice something else going on here? There are two dots around Mars. One of them is Phobos and the other one is Deimos. I'm sure you all know the answer to this question already, but do you have any idea what Phobos and Deimos are? Ha! No, they are not huge volcanoes. Phobos and Deimos are not huge volcanoes. Those are satellites. That's right, Crisanto. Sorry, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. So, Deimos and Phobos are two satellites of Mars, the main ones. They are amazing, and let me tell you something. Do you know that we have kinda been to Phobos? Actually, it wasn't us. It was the Mars Express probe. Have you ever heard about it? Let me show you something. We have prepared some slides for you to enjoy with us. So, here's the first slide. Mars is the fourth planet in our solar system and is often called the red planet due to its iron-rich colored soil. Mars has a very tiny atmosphere composed mainly of carbon dioxide, making it incapable of supporting human life without assistance. Scientists have found evidence of ancient river valleys, lake beds, and subsurface water ice, suggesting that Mars once had liquid water. Multiple rovers and orbiters, including NASA's Perseverance and Curiosity, have been sent to Mars to study its climate, geology, and potential for past life. And here it is, our amazing probe sent in 2003 from Earth to explore Mars, the red planet. And trust me when I tell you that this mission is still ongoing. It's Mars Express. It was launched on June 2, 2003, and it was the European Space Agency's first planetary mission to Mars. It included the Mars Express orbiter and the Beagle 2 lander, though Beagle 2 unfortunately failed to fully deploy. Mars Express did some amazing discoveries. For example, it's thanks to Mars Express that we know subsurface water on Mars contains hydrated minerals, confirming the liquid water presence in the past. But another amazing thing that Mars Express did was the flyby of Phobos. Phobos is one of the moons of Mars, and we were able to track the passage of Mars Express when it went behind Phobos. This is an amazing achievement because thanks to this, we could study the gravity of Phobos, which is a tiny, tiny, tiny moon, yet it's very important to study because knowledge of the gravity of Phobos and the moons of Mars give us a lot of information on the solar system formation, on Mars formation, and in general of our place in the universe. So we can go back to appreciate the scene, this cosmic scene that you see in front of your eyes. Mars surrounded by the two satellites, Phobos and Deimos. And think about it for a second. Even though no human has gone to Mars yet, we have kinda been there already with probes and landers. They're on the Mars, on the red planet, and they are waiting for us. Do you guys think we will be able to make it by the end of next decade? Do you think someone like, I don't know, maybe Elon Musk will be able to take us there so that we can finally set foot on the red planet? Let us know in the chat. And we're taking another break. So here we are again. Hello to everyone who just recently joined the channel or the live stream. We are here again to discuss about the alignment of planets that we will see tonight. And for this specific case, we placed ourselves in Illinois. This is the sky as it would look like with no light pollution from Illinois tonight. You will be able to see, starting from your left side, the red planet Mars. You will be able to see Jupiter, Uranus, Venus, Saturn, and with a little bit of luck and maybe a telescope, you will be able also to catch Neptune, which is hiding behind the moon. Unfortunately, Mercury will not be seen tonight because, well, it's simply behind us. But let's talk about something cool. Let's see how Jupiter looks like from Stellarium, the app that we are using in order to showcase the planetary parade. Let's go to Jupiter. Here it is. Jupiter is at a distance of 4.56 astronomical units. That's a huge amount of kilometers, yet it's so bright that you can even see it right after sunset. And let's zoom in on this bright dot. What can we see? Wow, look at that. This is an amazing sight, is an amazing painting, portrait of the Jovian system, comprising 4 moons: Europa, Ganymede, Callisto, and Io. Where's Io, you might ask? Well, here it is. Io is here. Do you notice something weird? Io is projecting its own shadow on Jupiter. You can see it here on the left. The sun is shining and it's hitting Io, and just like a source of light, this projection goes onto Jupiter. And it creates this amazing to be pictured, amazing to be photographed view of Io and Jupiter together. Do you guys know that actually there was a probe that took such a picture of the Jupiter system, you might guess what probe we are talking about, and why not make this a poll? Let's ask our viewers, what do you think, who do you think took such a picture of the Io and Jupiter system? Was it maybe the Juno spacecraft? Was it maybe the Voyager spacecraft? Who knows? Why don't you Google it? Anyway, Io is not the only moon of Jupiter. As we said, we also have Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. These were the first stellar objects that humanity has ever seen, and the first to see actually these objects was Galileo Galilei from Italy, where I also come from, by the way. So when Galileo pointed his telescope to the Jupiter system, he saw 4 moons, Callisto, Ganymede, Io, and Europa, orbiting around it. And that's where he knew that Earth was no special place in the solar system. Earth was simply one of the many other planets of the solar system, because if something could orbit around Jupiter, then it meant that we weren't at the center of the universe. So let's take a moment to appreciate then what humanity has achieved over the years, starting from Galileo's time. Now we know so many more things about Jupiter and its moons. For example, we know that Europa has a icy surface below which we might be able to find water that is probably able to host life as we know it. We also know that Io has a strong volcanic activity. Io is amazingly active, and this is due to the tides of Jupiter, which is a very big planet, acting on Io. And in general, tides of Jupiter are acting on each of the moons, just like tides of the moon are affecting the Earth. Tides of Jupiter are affecting the moons of Jupiter, and vice versa. But since Jupiter is a very huge planet, the moons are stretched all the time and periodically as they orbit around the planet. So let me actually show you what we have prepared about this. Here it is. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, with powerful storms like the Great Red Spot that you can see on the bottom right. Its atmosphere is mainly composed of hydrogen and helium, featuring colorful cloud bands. It has at least 95 moons, including the Galilean moons, Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto, and it has a strong magnetic field and radiation belts. What else? What else have we prepared? Here it is. A nice picture of Europa. Europa is one of Jupiter's largest moons and is covered in a thick ice shell. Scientists believe it has a subsurface ocean that might harbor conditions suitable for life. Its surface is marked by cracks and ridges with very few impact craters. This indicates recent geological activity. Europa is a key target for future space missions, such as NASA's Europa Clipper, to study its potential habitability. Would you have ever guessed that we could find life on a moon? And here it is. This is a nice artistic view of Europa Clipper reaching Europa, and behind in the background you can see Jupiter. The goal of Europa Clipper is to investigate Europa's subsurface ocean and assess its potential for life. The spacecraft will carry advanced instruments to study the moon's ice shell, surface chemistry, and magnetic field. Europa Clipper will perform multiple flybys, collecting data to help determine if Europa could support life. How does it sound like? Aren't you excited? We'll make sure to keep you posted about the upcoming Europa Clipper mission. Hello guys, I see a very interesting question from Kendra. Well, Kendra, actually the alignment of the planets will not affect neither the Earth or the Sun. They are too far away to affect us in any way. The only thing that happens to happen is we get to see this amazing view from our home. That's it. The gravity of planets doesn't affect our lives, but it might affect our eyes because we can enjoy the view. Oh, by the way, guys, if you want to help the channel, you can consider donating or whatever, sharing, doing anything in your power to make this channel grow. It's highly appreciated, of course, and yeah, it will make us improve these live streams for you. So, I've been asked to showcase some slides about Uranus and Neptune, so here we are. We are back with the planets alignment and the parade of planets in the sky. We are here in Illinois, even though I'm video calling you guys from Europe. So let's see what we have prepared about Uranus and Neptune. And this will be the last thing we're gonna see today before concluding this live stream. So here it is. Neptune is the 8th and farthest planet, is the most distant planet in the solar system, orbiting the Sun at an average distance of about 4.5 billion kilometers. Can you even imagine how big that is? Neptune experiences extreme weather with winds reaching speeds of up to 2,100 kilometers per hour, the fastest recorded in the solar system. Its deep blue color comes from the presence of methane in its atmosphere, which absorbs red light and reflects blue light. So that's uncovered the mystery of why Neptune is blue. Neptune's largest moon, Triton, is unique as it orbits the planet in a retrograde motion, suggesting it was a captured Kuiper Belt object. Voyager 2 was at Neptune in 1989, and it is the only spacecraft to have visited Neptune, conducting a flyby on August 25. Voyager 2 discovered the Great Dark Spot, a massive storm system similar to Jupiter's Great Red Spot, which we already seen earlier, and the mystery of the spot is that it later disappeared. Voyager 2 also helped confirming the existence of Neptune's faint rings and discovered 6 new moons, including Proteus. And last but not least, Voyager observed Triton geysers, which eject nitrogen gas, indicating possible subsurface activity. But what about Uranus? Here it is. Uranus is a gaseous ice giant with icy components. It has a unique tilt in the solar system because it rotates nearly perpendicular to its orbit around the Sun. It's one of the coldest planets with temperatures around minus 224 Celsius. It's basically as cold as my refrigerator. No, it's much colder. It has a faint and narrow ring system. Its magnetic axis is tilted, unlike most planets. And it has a really peculiar rotation as well, because it rotates clockwise, opposite to most planets. It has 27 known moons, although they might be much more, including Titania and Oberon, the lowest density of all gas giants. And it was named after astronomers and discovered in 1977. Since it's so far away, Uranus wasn't visited many times, only once by the Voyager 2 spacecraft in 1986. Hey Justin, hi. Yes, as we shown earlier on the JPL website, a planetary alignment basically happens anytime we are able to take a cone from the Earth position and include a lot of planets inside of that cone. That basically means we will be able to see all the planets at the same time. This happens quite often, and it's not as rare as people might think. And also, it doesn't affect us in any way. That's just how nature is. And as I already told you, what we can do is just appreciate nature and enjoy the show. Thank you guys for having stayed with us all this time. We hope you had a nice time with us. Please consider donating, sharing, liking the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and if you are already a subscriber, well, wait until the next live stream, and I'll see you soon on the channel. Please say goodbye to your fellow viewers and to the Insane Curiosity moderators that really did a very nice job. And I'll see you next time on the channel.